Hey, it's Doug. Have you ever been to the mountains? Some people visit the mountains, like to visit a national park or to go skiing. That's because many people find mountains are beautiful to look at. Maybe some of you out there even live near the mountains. Lots of towns are near mountains. One thing you might notice if you ever visit the mountains are all the signs along the sides of the road that look like this. Or in some places, the signs look like this. These signs are warning people to be careful of falling rocks. This can be a real problem for many mountain towns. Mountains are made of rock, and sometimes pieces of rock come loose. Maybe it rains, and so the mountain gets slippery. Well, those rocks start tumbling down the mountain. It might not seem like a big deal. Say that a rock tumbles just a little bit on the mountain. It's moving slowly. Now, what do you think will happen if that rock bumps into a tree? If a small rock tumbles slowly down a mountain and then it hits a tree, it'll push on the tree, but it'll stop right there. If a rock tumbles fast, it will have a stronger push. Strong enough that watch what happens. Whoa, did you see that? It could break a tree and knock it over. Let's watch that again. Here's the rock tumbling fast. Oh, and it knocked the tree over. It's just like a bowling ball knocking over bowling pins. So the faster a thing moves, the stronger it pushes on something when it bumps into it. That's why those falling rock signs are on the road. They're a warning to drivers. Be careful if you see falling rocks. If they're falling fast, they could push so hard that they damage your car. Now, what if a really, really big rock is falling and tumbling? Now, if that rock crashes into something, what will happen? How much damage do you think a rock can do if it's big, even if it's tumbling slowly? Well, here is a true story. In a small town in the country of Italy in Europe, there was a house and barn that was built near the bottom of a hill. One day, a large rock from the top of the hill came tumbling down. And guess what? Luckily, the rock missed the house and the farm animals. Whew, no one was hurt. But as the rock tumbled, the barn was in its way. The barn used to be right here. You see that? The rock was not tumbling very fast, but it was a big rock. And so even though it just tumbled slowly, it gave a huge push to the side of the barn. And that push was strong enough to knock down the walls of the barn. A rock that tumbled down a hill was strong enough to act like a bulldozer. Now, if another giant rock ever rolled down that mountain, it'd be great if there were a way to make sure that it would miss the house again. Think about that. What could you do to change the direction a giant rock was rolling so that it wouldn't hit the house?